sure, guys. Welcome to Clash Culture Podcast. Doing a 1v1 with Mpho Matsi here. Mpho Matsi is a very experienced PSL player. He's one of those guys I think is also an itch cheat. Kaludlala ball on Polo.
More than 12 years, man.
Yeah, more than 12 years. Imagine.
Ball of a bra. 12 years. Yo.
Yeah. When I had Grant on the other time, you guys are the oldest young players in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
blame a taxi already 17, 18.
Have you reached that stage where younger players go with the Grootman?
Hey, my bra. I don't know. I still don't believe what you Grootman, right? Experience. I got 2016. I was only 26.
Imagine.
And then we came to Cape Town. No. I feel like, hey, Grootman. I'm 26. I get so feel that maybe after 4 years, I talk about Grootman. But hey, Grootman. Hey, my friend.
So at the age of 26, no Grootman.
I think sometimes just because what to call about one on TV, I put out Kalonzo Muholo.
Yeah.
Well, once you go water, then man or really demand. That's fraud.
The Grootman can and people started calling you Grootman on only 26. Kimang nele Grootman how go bolong when you were 16. 10 years before.
10 years before. Albert Comets.
Yes.
Albert Comets. The first time he signed a taxi, he's one of those guys who are tearing out. Why taking Fanagas? Wagalamo. Robulele ball. And he got life in jail. Because Albert Comets, who's Bolo? I mean, with the School of Excellence, Salem Farah. I think let's say under 12, under 14, 15, 16 national team, under 23. Can I come and captain high Mufuke?
No, Ninja Mufuke.
I see Ninja Mufuke. So Nelly best friend there high Ninja Mufuke. Wow.
Yeah.
So if you talk taxi, Albert Comets got a necessary 2-3 years for a retire. Mara every time like so I wanna go academy ya go academy and then I work up coaching ya like ya professional level.
Okay, yeah.
O try to coaching ya academy. Ba ruta the basics, trap and pass and then timing mara the like lots of challenge kilo to udi lena ngonzo dlala tse. So Albert Comets again motona ke Grootman o ang welcoming and teacher di nyana tse nyane se ko ka se understand like ke fitla ne ke center back angere.
Yeah.
So first game ya go taxi ne ke magile stakare sengwe o ka re natla DRC da mono mo giant ena go nna ke mzobi mfana kuna le ipini ke mzobi bra o ka re half time ne ke tswa madi somewhere so bona ngwana go medala ngudimo ke re ka challenge damano jumpile before now I win a ball why win eh bano half time atamunara wa tsikeng a mo challenge ka mo go motho o no mo toucha hanyane o mo lose balance and then o tlo bona o tlo win a ball o sa mo pusha like mo pusha just touching enyane file and then jumpela ina o tlo win a ball I re ball la second half the whole second half ke kira ka mokho
So it was just about minor details. It's defending in football.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
So, Ori, you were 18 when you started playing for Tugs. Tell me what that season like. How would you sum up that season forward? Like your first ever season playing professional football in the NFP.
That season, and like that year, that was 2018. Eh?
Man, you go to
It was
2008.
just after matric.
2008.
Eh?
When you go to 2008.
2008. No. 2008. So 2008, if it's I just did my matric and then tax yang offer a basari. Or get trainer le bafana ba academy mar. And then tana school go teng. So 6 months ke trainer in the morning, and then after the morning session 6 ke na le class ka ma 9-10. After class ke session ya bobedi in the afternoon. So every day for 6 months until Paul Matthews, assistant coach, go Super Sport. Paul Matthews, the assistant coach for Thunder Royal Zulu. So Thunder never snide player under 19.
Yeah.
So Paul Matthews at la Copa di player say 4 from tax. I recopile and then Tuza Thunder Royal Zulu. Raduza semi-finals. Kari penalty war na andile jali jabulo ntusi ne dog ta. So early 4. So yeah, Radzala tournament after tournament ke graded the offer to buyer from PSL teams who are nearly 3 and then plus tax have. So I decided to choose a tax because of the facilities are there, and the games are like game I get to go another level. Like the facilities are not and so on. And it happened. Azanga kana kibuzo ke go high. Like nagilum follow go high azanga ka travel. So imagine nali 18. Azanga travel and then decide to join a team ya go Durban or Richards Bay. Then can survive a week or 2 weeks like get homesick.
Yeah.
I choose a taxi because as cool go high and then after more be the ball of it.
Yeah. So was it 2009? 2009, you were selected to go that squad, the Pretoria squad that played against Italy before, like Italy. It was a training match before the Confederations Cup. Yeah, I think you were the youngest player there, or the second youngest player in that squad.
Oh yeah.
How was it? How was it playing?
I was the youngest player there. Yo, that was a nice experience for nights because imagine if win a World Cup over October. 2006, ne?
Yeah.
2006 if win a World Cup and then we come to South Africa 2009 for Confederations. And that time no one hore bathoma ho lapa no spot side. You could see what I again. Ya chaya iskhala for Kemakile bar ke mang Toni
Luca Toni, yes.
Something. Strike our number 9. Yeah. Muhsin Ertugral, you take him and you put him in your pocket. You would see a pocket 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And I remember Cannavaro, Nasa Dlali. and they were benching. I put Tilema Zoviana, and they were like the whole game. And I know level it's in Kasmile. The man were not to Iwana.
Yeah.
Very nice experience. Oh, wrote Otoma level, a people feel it's a ball or Shapa Passi and we don't we Tivagan at Soho. Because you are going to Bologna. Ya feet are so bolate, Mara. I would to wish up
Yeah, and I remember Pelo scored a free kick in that game, ne?
Yeah, yo, that was 6-0, ne?
Yeah, somewhere there. And after
we lost 6-0.
and they put on Berkemang Iaquinta, and he scored like 2 late goals.
Gavin Hunt. Gavin Hunt is I think he's the funniest coach in the league, that guy. So before the game, it doesn't coach us, it doesn't do anything. He just tell us, hey, guys, you know what? I'm not going to tell you to go out there and do your best. I'm just going to say that don't lose more than 10. So, really spad.
Yeah. So at least you played to the coach's instructions.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, 6-0. Yo.
Yeah, and
against the world champs.
And then you played the Nedbank Cup final. Was it 2009?
Yeah, it was 2009.
2009.
It was after. Yeah. Oh yeah. 2009. Yeah, we played the finals, and then after we played Italy.
And then
yeah.
And you had beaten Chiefs in the quarters or the semis? Kumurib?
Last 32.
Oh, Chiefs nailed last 32.
Yeah, Chiefs nailed last 32, and then after Chiefs, Bloemfontein Celtics, after Celtics, Ajax, Swallows, final. Yeah.
Final against Swallows. What was that experience for you? Because I think like young as you were, man, you hadn't even turned 21. How was that experience?
Yo, that was... it was nice, bittersweet actually, right? Because it was my first time playing in front of that crowd. The experience in Jay was just too nice. But the boring part is that we didn't win. I think my family were making fun of me because they thought I cried. But I didn't cry. I almost cried, bro. Almost. I'm poor.
No, it's a 5-2 rule. It's a so.
Quando gravando c'era gambo le gambe di conciara. I want to give it one into the I never don't try gambo le gambe. Never don't try.
Yeah, there's a lot you lose. And the under-20 World Cup, they look at Egypt. Which year was it? Was it 2010, early 2010 or 2009?
Wait, 2009.
2009. You were in the preliminary squad. You were in the preliminary squad of that squad.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Bulgaria, Greece, and then we were supposed to go to was it Japan or China? And then Baka said, "No, you can't go, my friend. We're preparing for the season. You have to come back." And plus, I was injured.
Do you think not going to China hindered your chances of being in the final squad since you didn't go the World Cup?
Nah, not really, because I was already injured. I had a groin injury, but no one knew about it. I didn't want to tell anyone. I wanted to go to China, but it was difficult for me because I wanted to be in the team. So when Coach Baka called the manager, under 20 team. it was a relief for me because I knew I wasn't gonna go there, but I was gonna get treatment from tax. I was like, it's okay, sharp.
But how was it? How was it watching the under-20 World Cup, Uruguay High, not being part of the squad?
It was tough. It was tough, especially when you wanted to be there. It was tough. Popola, I think. Let's a game. So that's how on Chera Apunyara. So Gara never Gio Tavo. What then I said, I made it so I got it. I get to meet with Jay. Because I know where I read.
Yeah.
And I live me, so I let's sit around. So I want to let the game because it. I want to feel it. Oh, it's a with Jay, you are a Tavi. So it's all a Jay. As the one I'm on show. And on the last summer,
yeah, so Horakita. And I think also like being part of that squad, like I think I remember how you went as a centre back, Naguela. You had not been a midfielder, Naguela, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that midfield, Nenale Kamelo Mokocho, Andile Jali, May Masangu, like those guys, like if you mention their names, like they're regarded as big players, and yeah, and then I remember like watching the under-20 Mpho really had a spot in that centre back. Yeah.
And what's funny about that, my mom wanted me to play as a centre back, not as a midfielder. Every time I played, I think the only time as I complain is when I played for Mpumalanga Black Aces. But every time I played, she was like, "When are you going back to centre back?"
She had a level of comfort, not the centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
every time.
And then how was that position? How was that positional change for you? Like when you were playing Kotax, playing regularly, and then you moved from centre back to midfield. How was that transition for you?
I mean, I grew up playing as a midfielder, but I think playing as a centre back was just in my blood because my brother played as a centre back, my dad played as a centre back, my uncle played as a centre back, so it's just in me to play as a centre back. For not to adjust to that position when the coach told me asked me to play there, it was easy because it's just there. But from centre back to midfield, that was difficult. Because as a centre back, you don't have to run a lot. You just have to organize your team. Like make sure your right back, if your right back is out of position, you just call him back, or your left back, your midfield, like just organize. But as a midfielder, you have to cover all the spaces. You have to protect the defenders. You have to support the strikers. Like you have to do everything. Like as they say, we were the engineer team.
Yeah.
So without when operator, team I operate the peak.
Yeah. I was talking to Grant and Nekim Mutsaka his tax days when he played with you, when he played as a right back and sometimes as a centre back.
Left back.
Yeah, as a left back sometimes. There was a time when the team Babona, if when Ronald, if the engine is to do me, like they know they can play, but when they see now the engineer do, but they knew right now it's time to play.
Yeah, I think who Steve Barker like barata the midfield is naling energy, but I think Steve Barker ke big fan ya bo I wanna type ya bo Roy Keane.
Yeah.
I wanna bo Roy Keane so. I rata midfield tse bya hore wa tsikeng midfield tshwanda win a ball.
Yeah.
So never fan game eo. Yeah, never didn't know sale fan ya na game eo.
And then I think when you were at Tux, most people like even like when people would write about you in the papers or in magazines or they would talk about you, they would always talk about your potential and like what you could be in the future. And then I think when you made the switch from Tux and you went to Aces, I remember that move like shocked me so much. Like I'm like I didn't see this one coming. But when you, because there were so many teams, like big teams that were after you. But and when you went to Aces, I remember Kilishok you chose Aces. But I just supported you because it means there's a reason why this guy's going, and there's very potential that people have always been talking about. Even I hate to go Aces. When you got to Aces, like I really saw Horiano, like this guy knew what he was doing.
And I think what's unfortunate about my time at Aces is that most of our games were not televised. I think we played some good football and the games were not televised. So that was the only downfall, yeah. But that was like the best experience of my life playing this game.
And in most games that were not televised, you won man of the match.
Which? Great job. Ele sabotage.
And but again, I don't know what was it about you playing against Pirates, especially go Orlando. Like, what was it about you playing Pirates? Like, you always came alive when you played against Pirates, and you won most of your matches against them.
Yeah, no right. Yo, next time every time we couple this one game. Now we start with tax. Kadala is number 10. Kadala is number 10. Yo, and I perform my bra. Stadium was and I don't think I lose a one for those.
Yeah,
if I check.
Yeah, and it came later.
Yeah.
But when you got to Aces, like combination, how that midfield three, like your combination, like that double pivot, like ahead of you, like that combination. That's where like, I think you played your best football.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Think Levo Lukubone, yo. Like normally this relationship where out talk or Levo Abulele or pass a ball. Once you receive a ball of Moga, it's Levo guy, Kubono guy. And I remember just before Deeps, I to retire. Before A6. That's before Deeps I retire. I'm never train. I'm right. So hoka great chance. Now baragalo mushi kupala wait here. Kertaman silazi. Utsi otoma chaka mushini. Unse ku benching ya team ya ngwenda ni yena busy coach or unso dlala a coach di player tsa hae. Wa tshoga wena sa. So yeah, ka ACs ya gra mushini. Like machine now la bolo nje we re hore re lebelle bolo ka litho le lego tsa ne re tsaya lebella bolo ka litho la hore as long as we win a game you're not sharp or not stress. And then I example le ngwenyane are I'm put them. How a restaurant thing or the radio. We expect our waiter if he came away, la plate mutafule or if he pila. Plate ya ha mutafule. What I if pila exactly like a ball. Whatever patela chele, what's a one stadium. About to one a tum bolo como as long as bullet say to punete. And then after months out, one day I tomo change. These sessions are like Yaba tabela yare okay, robula ball. And arbuzala or fun. Nesa sinyana ko ya lena ke teng mo like coach a lead or ke tloba mo for how long ka magala le tswa ga bushuba re bang kubi so chance ngwe le ngwe ke rang re ka have a coffee ra olela bolo or after bolo or plan ho etsa eng a re nne fatshe re bolela so has no re botsa ga mkho ra khona ina trust ya so tongo le ngwe re botsang we study lo tswa.
Yeah.
And I have uspanela FIFA for analyze. So now kono botsa hore ntho go botsang yona by re-analyze it 100 times. So ra itse re bolela ka eng. I don't know isukela fela ra re okay a re zameng yona ntho re-analyze it then.
Yeah.
Ya bere. So it's pele ra o itse yo tletsa 70% ya yona. And then we get them gaming ya half. So combination ya le khubone yona ke enjoy le khubone yo ke mo ke boneng hore why demand atletse go World Cup.
Yeah.
Ke mo ke boneng hore ya no not deserve demand la World Cup yo.
Yeah.
Movement timing sala bona o mnate bang le ya training and then ale focus mo the long pass or the focus mo tsenyane like movement or perfect timing once ke receive bolo mo lo wena o thomo move ke khona o fa bolo mo o re nna ke move le kae
yeah
then ntho ngwe empia for nna so kara so marona ka style so go itshwara
like what this is how I'm gonna play football and you really enjoyed playing like that. Yeah. And then what would you say like were your best moments or like the best story you can tell about your time go Mpumalanga Black Aces, having Coach Muhsin there, the players and the characters that's one level Tukane, Manyama, Maposa Mudiva, Judas.
Hey. Yo, yeah, it's very character, right? I think I need to buy a car to carry, right? But I need to live with that. Not say how it's not say. So, or busy read a video. So, to get a rovala, my so busy a video more focus it. Usore ke boroga a khone go tlhella ba le moshini wa mmona ana ga mmona moshini busy ka video ene na lo ra ke le bone le na mo ala robala mabane le fitla mo le lapi so meeting o fela tla mo ra mo kwetlisi ape wa confuse ka matlho a hae I just show bua le nna re bua le sometimes I have bua ke sheba fatshe sometimes I bua ke sheba fatshe so re I get show re bua le nna I get tsaba mo sheba mfetsi like this one time they nna le khubone so Muhsin nana this thing already want to receive a ball from a center back okay say 10 360 what maybe have 10 and then so ba passa na ball ke za mo 10 360 ba itse ya ball why did you man Wapase Khuboni yena zamo 10 bayitsiye bolo adijima. Wapase nna ke zamo 10 mara Khuboni are whistle. You make me sick there in the middle. You make me sick in the stomach. I should You make me sick. You make me sick. No. Mabedi, talk to them, please. Talk to them. I don't quite be there when that.
and the go ACC, you guys like spent what was it 2 seasons or 3 seasons?
Oh, it's a season, 1 season.
Only 1 season. It actually seemed like it was a long time. It seemed like it was a long time. I think it's because you guys you were yeah. I think it's because you did so much and you also challenged for the league title that season.
Yeah.
That's true. And like being at that stage of your career and challenging for a league title, like how was that for you?
Yo, it was a different kind of stress because here I am coming from a team that is always surviving relegation, and then stress so who survive, and then you stress no so challenger for league. So it was different, but it was better than surviving relegation.
Yeah, and I remember yeah, I remember because you were challenging for the league title, Sundowns, and I think the game that you guys lost to Sundowns, you even scored in that game. Was that your first PSL goal?
Yeah, that was my first PSL goal. My brother always makes fun of me got that goal. The goal how I count the our game in FAD. Our even no poser bullet to no shana or wella morao or maka.
Yeah, but I think that period in your career was a very interesting period because from that season, you guys, you when the club status was sold to Cape Town City, you guys like and went to Cape Town and became like easily one of the most exciting teams in the league.
Yeah, true. That's true. And it was difficult.
Yeah.
It was not easy for us to. It was not easy for us or Coach Eric Coach because here we are, a young team. If it's a number 3 or number 4 league, and then Coach Aretamai, we are used to coaching style Yamushini, and then no time to regret Coach Areng what happened. It was different. So we're trying to not adjust.
Yeah.
But I think in theory it's insane.
But do you think maybe the fact that most of the players you were with Ko City, you were with Ko Mpumalanga Black Aces like Museamedi, Manyama, Maposa, Aubrey, Kobola.
Oh
yes, yes. No da. Oh, I always forget no da. Yeah.
Lena ki tsara le rena na war sir salaba fa. Yeah. Yeah, against all the player in the PSL. Kanal mo game.
And I jumpies.
And one na 22. One na 22 and na 22. By 8 seasons.
and then getting used to being in Cape Town, getting used to Coach Eric's style of play. You guys were seen as that team that always disrupted the bigger teams. Like your games against Chiefs, Sundowns, Pirates, Cape Town Stadium were always sold out. You always played your best football. You always upset the big teams. I give you like, did that help you guys gain the confidence that you really needed to do what you guys did?
Yeah, I always say it's easy to play the big teams more than playing against Vets, Black
Arrows.
Leopards, Arrows. So it's more difficult. But playing against big teams, it's sometimes easy when you are well organized. And I think that was the mentality we had going to those games. Whereas we have to be well organized defensively. If we can be well organized defensively, then let's do our job defensively. If we can be organized, even now, I still think the only way to beat these big teams is to be well organized defensively, and then the rest will just happen.
Yeah, and then but again, you and I always talk basketball. Like before we recorded this, we were talking basketball and we were talking about roles. I told I think this interview will mirror the one I did with Grant because you guys are similar. I know your story. I've seen your story. So we were just talking about roles. Like players like yourself, players like Grant Kekana. You guys are those players like killing about Dennis Rodman, your Scottie Pippens to your Michael Jordans. Like you play your role well. Like what made it easy for you to understand? Now my role is to do this, supply Obri to shine for the team whilst I'm doing the dirty job. What made you easily adjust to that type of role?
I think I'm a team player, and for someone to be successful, you need to be a team player. You need to know your role. Like Scottie Pippen, he wanted to win championships, and he knew without Michael Jordan, he wasn't going to win any championships.
Yes.
So for now, to get my first silverware, I knew Lebo was the star of the team. And let me do the dirty job for him, and then we'll get something. Well, that's how you should approach life, Nje. We can't all be up there. Sometimes you need to be humble, Nje, and then let others shine. The more they shine, you also shine with them, Manker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and very like
whatever shine up there.
Yeah, man, and your two medals, like you won the Telkom knockout Kopolukwane 2016, and then you also won the MTN 8 Kodevene against SuperSport 2018,
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, and 2018. And yeah, man, I think it was actually testament to what you're talking about now, because I don't remember, like all I remember from that Telkom knockout run is that you scored that goal against the Free State Stars, and I was like, I'm fine, at least no get
At least.
Yeah, at least over Zamile or something. Yeah.
Winning those, like winning the cup, it's nice, ne?
Yeah.
But losing in cup finals, it's worse. I remember the first one, Nedbank, when we lost in the finals, it wasn't nice. And then 2017, we lost in the finals, ne?
MTN 8 against SuperSport.
So that one was the worst. I don't even want to think about it.
But when you played that final, did you not come from an injury? Did you not come back from an injury when you played that final?
Which one? The first one?
Yeah, SuperSport.
Yeah, SuperSport.
I think you had come back from injury and maybe you had played 3 to 4 games before the final.
Oh yeah, hamstring or groin.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah. Yeah, gosh.
But you still performed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I count without the ring.
I count. You do that.
Ara kira ring, bra. Ring ile ka 2018.
Yeah. And then Mpho, like being in the league for so long, the Liloko Taxi, the Liloko ACC, and then Cape Town City, and then now Ugo Stellenbosch. Like when you look back, you've had so many seasons that are like where you performed, and you showed like you belong in the league. You're playing your role. You're doing your job. The team is winning. Even though you didn't win the league, you lost finals. You still won finals. What would you say? Like, if you were to look back at your career, you still have so much ahead of you. But so far, if you were to take like a look back, like what do you take away, like for yourself? Like, what type of career do you think you've carved for yourself in the league?
You know what? I always thank God every day when I wake up to do what I love doing, what I have passion for. Because most people have passion for something, but they don't really get the chance to do that thing every day or to do that thing as a career. So for now, I feel that I'm blessed to be doing this as a career. And I always say, no matter how hard I work, there's always someone out there who's working harder than me. But he's not where I am today. So it's all by the grace of God. If I can just continue to work hard, especially at the facilities, Stellenbosch, I think maybe last maybe 5 years. Yeah, 5 years and we're strong. Yeah, Azanga wa ibona. Because more sorry the best facility. Yeah. So if I can use that.
Listen, okay, boy.
Listen, nenga jabi like. Stop already cold drink, can no wine.
Hey, listen, okay, boy.
No wine in the meat.
Yeah.
Katwela the cold drink, katwela the juicy.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Easy. I want to ask you this question. I should have asked you this question. I should have asked you this question, Harito, but I want to ask you this question now. When you first started playing in the league, whether I think maybe go tags or go aces, wherever, which player like really made you feel this is the big boy league? I know you told the story of the guy, the jersey guy, but which player made you feel more like I really need to reevaluate? Do I really want to play in this league?
That surprise Murir. Yeah, surprise. Yo, surprise, Nali 10 steps ahead of when. Surprise Murir, Nali cool at heart. Same with Villa guys.
Yeah.
Villa, hey, mara what's funny Villa ka khonetse bolo. I think Villa nahana hore ke kakapa. So Villa sala experience a injury and career ending injury.
Yeah, against Kobola.
So every time he get against Kobola ya. So usana le fear So Villa he gia mena ke ka aggression ena ya hore go motsena rofo mara ke sa batlo motsena rofo so e mokhawata ngondo direct ke feletse ke itse ya bola.
Oh, okay.
Surprise yena yo ai. Surprise yo tsala bolo ka go mo lebeletse ne o ka re o slow. It's slow.
Yeah.
That's a slow next.
Yeah.
Ke bola le Deepsy. Deepsy are monna surprise abela ka Setswana ai surprise ama ke o tshwana le are o tshwana le Abu Trika. O bona hore Dimar khala dlala against Muto and still akhono mo mark.
Still, yeah.
Arai monna surprise la make monna ai. Surprise ama ke.
Yeah.
Ar o tshwana le Abu Trika. Sale monna ha bona mo. Re dlala le Egypt. Ke deep sa bolelang are. Re dlala le Egypt. Ha bona mo ngare a ba itseng. Kisanga Abu Trika wa lona mona ke tla mo maka nna. Are half time Garrett hapile. Ora mo tshetse ka meja. Nga motho.
I'm thinking something else. Yeah, and then
surprise Muriri tsa title.
Yeah.
Surprise Muriri Abu Trika Zinedine Zidane. Same style of play.
Nah.
Yeah.
And is there
one game you gotta check?
Is there one player that you played against or you played in the same team with? I don't know, or maybe like or Mona go Taneleng or Dala against the or one player that maybe you played with only hore no success but you could play with that guy like who it is okay like u feel like fan ya high.
Yo azanga ina hala dai yo question yo guy prosta. Come on man. Wait azanga experience dai because once ke tsena mo Taneleng ke ba motho mongwe mo different like ke log on ke mo zone wa.
Yeah.
Mara I remember being a fan ya Tekumudis. Negele a big fan of Tekumudis. Gopula just one time go training ke mo passa ball and then bola te wa netsa mamudi wa complain are. Ke mane mo no passa ball tsa mamudi wa re me bra there's a World Cup control how. What say? I get there's a World Cup was I control. What say and then ta morena re lena ba fana ke le shebile le bize ba ka nene ba ba malena mo le mpele o di ka morentsa lena le hola kai nna ne ke bana o ga sala ka ya post ya de go modise go ka morentsa azanga mmoja
with the bill
azanga mmoja Era di male, la gamba di male.
Yeah, Mara, when you look back, you can see your football journey has been nothing short of amazing. I mean, like to some people, if you mention Deepsy Silolo, it's like he's just another player. But like that guy was a big player. Like for Botswana, like he was that guy for Warner. And then you also played with Teko Modise. You were coached by Benny McCarthy. I mean, it's not many players like who have that type of CV.
Hey. And that's bad, right? No, who we check and no gonna more di tomang who or when I coach the Benny McCarthy, that's a Teko Modise. Coach Eric Tinkler, Stasa.
Of course. Yeah, and then
Mushini.
Yo.
Mushini promoted ba ka mo leaking bukhune ba ke tara za Mushini fa.
Yeah, and let's against was surprise Muriri.
Let's against was surprise Muriri. Yo. But now he's already retired, bro.
No, there's no way. There's no way. I guess we're just taking stock on our company has just stopped taking about one.
Alright, next time I teammate wa ka hona ba re Stellenbosch right together. La di player tse dingwe like aba ba tlo accept ha ile nako gore wa tseng e chaile. Ke tletse bolo mara no e chaile re ke decide ho dira ntho e nngwe e ke batlang ho e etsa ke re a ke prayer ka hona banong gore a ke batlo ba da a ke batlo ba mo ngondong eo ya hore no maybe ke sa ke re ke push it 2 more years ke ntse ke bona ke feel hore maoto a la pile tsala bona o tla training and then ho botlhoko mo enkeleng ho botlhoko mo glute ho botlhoko mo letolong ke mo mmele wa o botsa gore
se chaile ba
chaile mfethu prayer ka gore ke accept ena go fitla okay yeah
mara iso fitli na no I know iso fitli now yeah but like I still wanted to say now it was nice chatting with you Mpho, and I hope a lot of people who are watching this they realize like the type of impact you've had on the league and the type of career you've had. You're one of those players. I think like you're one of the most underrated players in the league, and hopefully people get to look back and see this guy did something and he meant something and he still means something.
Sure, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
No tshepo re ka bolela mantswe a monna
wa ntle. Chat le wena. My brother. Lona mara o lo etso a itse bara. Ro interview
a jab. Thanks Mpho.
Ro interview wena.